Are you ready, Alka?
I'm ready, Elena.
Great, so let's start reading chapter 7. We will read some paragraphs and then we will share very quickly the aha moment. Yes, like the main idea of what we read. So,
Yeah,
this chapter 7 is about organic planning, the crystallization of desire into action, the sixth step toward riches.
absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. So the crystallization of desire into action. You have learned that everything we create or acquire begins in the form of desire. Desire is taken on the first step of its journey from the abstract to the concrete in the workshop of the imagination, where plans for its transition are created and organized.
Mm-hmm.
Carry on.
Yeah, you can read some paragraphs and then we will discuss quick.
Sure. Okay. In chapter 3, Desire, you were instructed to take 6 definite practical steps to begin translating your desire for money into its monetary equivalent. One of the steps you must take is the formation of a definite practical plan or plans through which the transformation may be made. Following are the basic instructions for making practical plans. Allow yourself with a group of many people as you may need for the creation and carrying out your plan or plans for the accumulation of money, making use of the mastermind principle. Compliance with the instruction is absolutely essential. Do not neglect it.
Mhm. Yes. Do you want to share what you got from this paragraph?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. So what I got from it was that you have to, oh, this- oh yeah. So what I got from it was that you have to, in order for what you desire, you have to have a definite plan and put those plans into action so that you have those concrete steps. Because without concrete steps, it's impossible to achieve, right? And then you have to have a mastermind group or connect with a group of people that you're both sharing information that that will help you to carry out the plans that you want.
Yes, exactly. Very good. I noticed that we have different editions of
Yeah,
the book, but it is
yeah,
approximately the same.
the
Just
same.
some words might be a little bit different, but doesn't
Hmm.
matter. The
Hmm.
meaning is the same. So I
Right.
will read some more paragraphs. Before forming your mastermind alliance, decide what advantages and benefits you may offer the individual members of your group in return for their cooperation. No one will work indefinitely without some form of compensation. No intelligent person will either request or expect another to work without adequate compensation, although this may not always be in the form of money. Arrange to meet with the members of your mastermind group at least twice a week, and more often if possible until you have jointly perfected the necessary plan or plans for the accumulation of money. Maintain perfect harmony between yourself and every member of your mastermind group. If you fail to carry out this instruction to the letter, you may expect to meet with failure. The mastermind principle cannot obtain where perfect harmony doesn't prevail. Yeah, so here it is clear we have to form a mastermind alliance and we should see what we can offer. Yeah, because we cannot just take or expect something for nothing. We should also see how we can be beneficial part of this group. Yes,
Mm.
how we can also help others, what value we can provide. Yes, because this is, we cannot even expect that somebody will provide value and we will just take and take. Yes, there always should be balance. Yes,
Yeah.
like
Mm-hmm.
win-win situation.
Yeah.
Yes, and also to create a plan. Yes, and meeting twice a week, create plan and get that plan in action. And of course, it is that perfect harmony between yourself and every member of your mastermind. Again, what is harmony? It is when you come from the place of giving, yes, of giving, of being valuable member of this group, that everyone, when they have such attitude, everyone will benefit.
Right.
Keep in mind these facts. First, you are engaged in an undertaking of major importance to you. To be sure of success, you must have plans which are faultless. Second, you must have the advantage of the experience, education, native ability, and imagination of other minds. This is in harmony with the methods followed by every person who has accumulated a great fortune. Yeah, have advantage of the experience, education, native ability, and imagination of other minds. Yeah, so why this mastermind is so important? Because everyone is like a fraction of the whole mind. Yes, like expression of the mind. And
Mm-hmm.
different people, they see things from their point of view, but just think
Perspective.
about that we all are one mind.
Yeah.
Yes, and like different people are different fractions of that mind, and when we come together and we discuss and yes, look at somebody problem and everyone share how this can be solved, that person who is asking for help can see all different perceptions, and it
Right.
can help to open his vision, yes, how the problem can be solved or what can be improved.
Mm-hmm.
No individual has sufficient experience, education, native ability, and knowledge to ensure the accumulation of a great fortune without the cooperation of other people. See, this is very important. No individual has satisfaction, experience, and education. It means that if we really want to have a big goal, we always should find people for our mastermind. Yes, to fill those dots which we don't have. Yet to connect dots. And this is how other people will help because they can see something that we don't see.
Oh, so like blind spots. So the
Yes, like blind spots. Yes, we see only what we see, but reality is different for different people. So when
mm,
we are in the group of mastermind, it means that other people will see what we don't see. And when we
mm,
share together, they can show us direction which we didn't see before.
right, right.
Every plan you adopt in your endeavor to accumulate wealth should be the joint creation of yourself. See, the joint creation of yourself and every other member of your mastermind group.
Mm-hmm.
You may originate your own plans, either in whole or in part, but see that those plans are checked and approved by the members of your mastermind alliance. You see?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that is why it is so important. Mastermind, and later we will study the whole chapter about mastermind. Now this is just a little bit about it, uh,
Yeah.
because this is relates to planning. Yeah, this is
Mm-hmm.
so we set the plan, but we want this plan to be checked and approved. Guess what it means? How do you understand this?
So how I understand is that so like I said, should be the joint creation of yourself and every other member of the mastermind group. So what I understand is that um whatever knowledge I have or others have, if we come together in a group and we share those ideas, we share we share those ideas, and then we can put those plans into action. That's what I get.
Yes, because when you discuss with your mastermind group, you will see much more different perspectives, and then after putting them together, then you can see the clear plan. Yes, it become more clear and more visible.
Yeah.
Great. So would you like to read the next some paragraphs?
Yes. If the first plan that you adopt does not work successfully, replace it with a new plan. If this new plan fails to work, replace it with still another, and so on until you find a plan that does work. Right here is the point at which the majority of people meet with failure because of their lack of persistence in creating new plans to take the place of those that fail. So what I get from this paragraph is that when you execute, when you have a plan and you execute on those plans, if those plans fail, if your plans fail, it doesn't matter. Replace it with a new plan, because then you know you're going to be on the path to where you want to go, right? And majority of people don't do this because they're not persistent. They just give up. So that's what I got from that.
Right, right, Alka. Yes. So if the plan doesn't work, we don't change the goal. We just change the plan and continue moving towards our goal. Yes, because yes, as you said, most people don't understand this. They want to do something that they try and that it doesn't work, and they say, "Oh, better I will quit. It is not for me." Yes, and they don't understand that this is just not the right plan. Yes, there is nothing to do with the goal. If you really want that goal, you have to try and see what works. Yes, and what doesn't work, you just don't do that and do something that works. And this is only possible when we experience, when we take action, we see what it doesn't work, and then we will see what will be better. Yes, and if we keep persistent, we will achieve our goal. It is like treadmill. Till you walk on treadmill, you will lose calories, right? There is
Yeah.
no other way. If you don't quit, if you don't jump off, you
Yeah.
will lose calories. So you have to
Uh-huh.
continue walking. Yeah,
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
great.
Yeah.
Okay,
The
so
most intelligent person living cannot succeed in accumulating money or in any other undertaking without plans that are practical and workable. Just keep this fact in mind and remember, when your plan fails, that temporary defeat is not permanent failure. It may only mean that your plans have not been sound. Build other plans, start all over again. Wow. Okay. So what I get from this is that okay, intelligent people, no matter how much money they want, if they don't have a plan, if you don't set a plan in motion, in action, how would you achieve that? Because it's not going to be practical or workable. And in order to be practical, you have to have those plans. You have to have those plans. And if you fail on executing those plans, start all over again to know where you're going to go. That's what I got from that.
yes, you see how big is the difference between being committed and wishing or hoping. Yes,
Yeah.
because people who just wish or hope have something or do something, they never come to the actual plan. They
Mm-hmm.
just say, I wish I would have that, or I wish I would do that, right? But they never have a workable plan. And that's
Mm-hmm.
why they never achieve their dreams. Even this is only fantasies. It is not even dreams because they never believe even that it is possible. It is just wish. Yes, they wish something and never do anything for that. And that is why it stays as a wish. But
Mm-hmm.
people are committed. This is the big difference from wishing. Because when they are
Mm-hmm.
committed, they make the plan and they start executing those necessary actions in the plan.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yes, so let's read following. Thomas Edison failed 10,000 times before he perfected the incandescent electric light bulb. That is, he met with temporary defeat 10,000 times before his efforts were crowned with success. Yes, so failure is a temporary defeat, and without temporary defeat, without failure, there is no success. So, by other words, it is okay to experience temporary defeat because this is
Mm.
how we can know if our plan works or not. And
Right.
if it doesn't work, we just know that we have to change the plan.
Right.
Temporary defeat should mean only one thing, the certain knowledge that there is something wrong with our plan. Millions of men go through life in misery and poverty because they lack a sound plan through which to accumulate their fortune. Yes, so you see why they live in misery and poverty? Because they lack a sound plan. Maybe
Mm.
they have their dreams, maybe they wish something, but they don't have plan that if there is no plan, there are no actions. Yes.
Yeah.
And if there are no plans, if there is no plan, they can take actions, but those actions will be not connected to each other. You know, like people, sometimes people say, I am busy, always busy, and there is no results. Why? They do something and they may believe even that they work so hard. But when we look at the results, there are no results. So it means that they don't have plan which will assure them that by doing certain things, they will get to the goal. So it is
Mm.
not about doing work or being busy or working hard. It's not about even working hard. It is about creating definite plan. Yes, to have the
Right.
vision and have the plan. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
who want to read? Did you get where we are now? Hi, Alan.
Hi, Elena. Hi, everybody. Just tell me where we are and I'll read.
Yeah, now we are at chapter 7 and the paragraph which starts Henry Ford accumulated a fortune.
Okay.
So it is
Right.
related to, yeah, it is just first part and
Sorry, I haven't got chapter 7 in front of me, so I can't read. Sorry about that.
okay, no problem. So we will read ourselves. What about DJ? Can you read? Or
Uh,
you listen today?
okay, chapter, sorry,
Okay,
chapter
so
what?
as you don't have a book and we don't know where,
Yeah, I'm not with my book here. I'm in my office here right now.
yeah, no
So,
problem. So we will continue and you can participate in discussion, okay? Very
okay,
quickly, what we speak, if you want to add something, you just raise your hand and you can speak. Henry
all right.
Ford accumulated a fortune not because of his superior mind, but because he adopted the followed a plan which proved to be sound. 1,000 men could be pointed out, each with a better education than Ford's, yet each of whom lives in poverty because he doesn't possess the right plan for the accumulation of money. This is what we already discussed, yeah? So it is not about education, it is not about knowledge, it is about setting plan and doing accordingly. taking actions accordingly, and not to be distracted with anything else. What you have in the plan, you execute that, create your non-negotiable tasks, and say no to everything else. This is how you will protect yourself from jumping from one to another thing without any results. Your achievement can be no greater than your plans are sound. They may seem to be an axiomatic statement, but it is true. Samuel Insull lost his fortune of over $100 million. The Insull fortune was built on plans which were sound. The business depression forced Mr. Insull to change his plans, and the change brought temporary defeat because his new plans were not sound. Mr. Insull is now an old man. He may consequently accept failure instead of temporary defeat. But if his experience turns out to be failure, it will be not for the reason that he lacks the fire or persistence to rebuild his plans. No man is ever whipped until he quits in his own mind. See? No man is ever whipped until he quits in his own mind. This fact will be repeated many times because it is so easy to take the count at the first sign of defeat. James J. Hill met with temporary defeat when he first endeavored to raise the necessary capital to build a railroad from the east to the west, but he too turned defeat into victory through new plans. Henry Ford met with temporary defeat not only at the beginning of his automobile career, but after he had gone far towards the top. He created new plans and went marching on to financial victory. We see men who have accumulated great fortunes, but we often recognize only their triumphs, overlooking the temporary defeats which they had to surmount before arriving. Okay, do you want to share here something quickly?
Elena,
Yes.
sorry, where are you? I'm trying to follow, but I can't see where you are.
Yeah, we just read few paragraphs after what we discussed. We have different editions as far as I see, Alka. That's why words can be a little different. Do you see now planning the sale of services?
Signing this up.
Planning the sale of services.
No, I don't. I see leaders and followers. Maybe you'll learn.
Leaders and followers.
No.
Here it is planning the sale of services, and the rest next is the major attributes of leadership. The
Yes, I see
following
that one. Yeah. Mhm.
Yes, so it is before that. See one before that. Yes.
Hi,
Uh-huh.
Elena. I'd just
Yeah.
like to make an observation about this topic that you've just read about. No one is ever whipped until he quits in his own mind, and I'm in exactly that situation today. I'm trying to achieve the second of my big goals that we've spoken about separately. Basically, I'm purchasing a closed down care home, and we're repurposing it to 1 and 2 bedroom flats for use by specialized supported housing, which is vulnerable or disabled people. And I've been working on this for 4 months recently, and that's been the third round of negotiations for this building. I first went to see this building 2.5 years ago, and I'm trying to get to a position where we can exchange contracts, which is basically where you commit to purchase and you can't back out of it. So we were due to exchange contracts last Friday about this, and we found from various conditions of the funders that we couldn't actually do that. So as we speak today, I just had a very difficult conversation with the seller of the building, I've been reassuring her that we are getting everything in place, and we're going to make a concerted effort to exchange contracts by the end of next week, which is another sort of 10 working days. She's not very happy about it, but I've got all the components in place. It demands equity investment plus commercial investment from a bank. Like I've got two alternative banks that are working on this in parallel for me, and also something called mezzanine finance, which is the plugging the gap between the equity finance and the commercial finance, which a bank will make available. So a bank will only make available like 60% of the purchase price. So in this case, 1.65 million purchase price, the bank are only making available just over £1 million. So because of the difficulties of juggling all the different stakeholders in this, as we speak, I'm in a setback position where the seller doubts that we've got the ability to complete this transaction, and she has given us an ultimatum to exchange contracts by tomorrow night, or else she'll go elsewhere. So I'm having to replan and reassure the vendor that we can and will complete the deal, but it's an illustration of just really you need to take setbacks in your stride, and you need to make new plans to overcome the obstacles. So that's sort of very topical for me just today.
Yes, yes. So the goal stays the same.
Yes, the goal is the same.
Yes, we keep the goal, but we change the plan. Yeah, because
exactly. Yeah.
Nobody has the one plan which will survive till the end without changing. There is no way.
Yes.
The plan is to show the direction, our steps, but on the way it always has to be edited, corrected.
Yes.
Based on situation.
Updated for new circumstances.
Yes.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Right. Yes. Good. So, Alka, can you read? Where are you?
Yes, I can. So do you want me to read from the major attributes of leadership?
No, before that, it was planning the sale or services. Before that, 1, 2, 3, 4 paragraphs before that.
Oh, I don't have that.
Before that, a few paragraphs before that, what you see?
Intelligent planning is essential for success in any undertaking.
Okay, another 3 paragraphs up before that 3 paragraphs.
Okay. No follow.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yes, let's read from here. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. No follower of this philosophy can reasonably expect to accumulate a fortune without experiencing a temporary defeat. When defeat comes, accept it as a signal that your plans are not sound. Rebuild those plans and set sail once more toward your goal. If you give up before your goal has been reached, you are a quitter. A quitter never wins, and a winner never quits. Write this sentence on a piece of paper in letters an inch high and place it where you will see it every night before you go to sleep and every morning before you go to work.
Yeah, let's read to the end of this section.
Okay, sure. When you begin to select members for your mastermind group, choose those who do not take defeat seriously. Some people foolishly believe that only money can make money. This is not true. Desire transmitted into its monetary equivalent through the principles in this book is the way money is made. Money of itself is nothing but inert matter. It cannot move, think, or talk, but it can hear. When someone who desires it calls it to come.
Mhm.
In
Yeah.
terms of,
Mhm.
yeah,
Yeah,
do
let's comment this quickly and we will continue.
okay, sure. Do you want to? Oh, you want me to share? Okay. Oh, wow, it's deep. Okay, so basically, what it's saying, to my understanding, is that anyone who is following or who has a path or who has a plan to what they want to execute, if you're moving towards your goal and you are seeing that your goals are just not working, your goals are just not working, you got to course correct, you got to move, you got to shift, and you got to make another plan. And then your mastermind group, it helps you to take advantage of a mastermind group that will help you to move in the direction of your goals. And if you got to be serious about your goals. If you're serious, then you're not going to quit, because quitters never win and winners never quit. Oh wow, that was deep, Alina, but that was my understanding.
Yes, thank you, Alka. You did such a great job explaining so well. And
Thank
Alan,
you.
yeah?
Just very quickly, Elena, I'd just like to add to that that the sentence read, money is inert matter, but it can hear. The thing with money is that it can be made available, but there are often conditions to it being made available. So very often you need to satisfy those conditions in order to gain access to that money, which is a resource to use.
Yes, you're right. And this is chapter exactly came for you at the right time. Yes.
Yes,
Like,
absolutely right. Yeah.
yeah, like it was written for you.
Yes,
Yes.
definitely.
So, see, I want to also put your attention to this one, that some people foolishly believe that only money can make money. This is not true. Desire transmuted into its monetary equivalent through the principles laid down here is the agency through which money is made. So here is about desire again. Desire has a very big power. And when we hold our attention and desire, keep that image, what we want in our mind, and we never quit in our mind. Yes, we don't quit and we keep that desire. And this is how desire will be transmuted into equivalent, because that is energy. Desire is energy. And when the goal is big, we want it big. This is how we call it burning desire, because we really want it so much and we can feel that energy even in our body. And when we hold this desire, doesn't matter what if something didn't work, we change the plan, we never quit, we continue holding that desire. So for you, Alan, you continue seeing this deal as already fulfilled and celebrate. You see these people sign an agreement telling this, yes, this is your deal. So this is what you do every day. And you don't put any attention to something that doesn't work, because you know that it is just contemporary. You
Yes.
read this following sentence. No follower of this philosophy can reasonably expect to accumulate a fortune without experiencing temporary defeat.
Yes.
So when we experience temporary defeat, we should know that it is okay. This is normal.
Yes.
Because it is said, no follower of this philosophy can reasonably expect to accumulate a fortune without experiencing temporary defeat. It means that it is all normal. So you know this is just part of the process. You
Mhm.
keep it cool. You don't get emotionally. You don't get sad. You keep your focus on desired result, which you want.
Yes. Yes.
Yes?
Yes,
So this is what
absolutely.
is
You're
about.
right. I agree with you, Elena. Sometimes it's difficult when you do get setbacks, and you've got to overcome them at very quick notice. But you're absolutely right. You've got to keep thinking you can win. Yeah.
Yes, you don't even think that something can go wrong. You just expect the situation which come into your favor. This is
Yeah.
how it works, and this is why we learn, right? This is the
Yes.
difference between you who is study this book, who implementing this knowledge, and people who don't. Yes,
Yeah.
because those people, they will just quit and say, okay, it didn't work. But
Yeah.
they don't even understand that they quit just maybe 2 feet from success.
Yes.
Yes, that's why we never quit. We always keep our desired results in our mind. And also, I would say here that notice how you feel, Alan. You cannot allow outside factors to make you feel defeated or set back, whatever. No, you have to be excited about the process. Okay, I know that this was on the way. Yes, this is good. Now we just shift here, we change the plan, and we continue moving.
Yeah.
These people, they will pick up your energy.
Yeah.
And this is how they will know that you can do this, because
Yeah.
then you will be unstoppable.
Yes. Yes.
This
It
is just
all comes back to me and my energy that I believe that I
yes,
can do
exactly.
this.
You have to
Yeah.
be in sage energy,
Yeah.
not in saboteur energy, which is judge or avoid or some other. We have so many saboteurs. You should be in sage energy. You should look at the situation, tell yourself this is the normal process, and I'm going to finalize it in my favor, and see that it is already achieved, and feel that.
Mm.
Feel that. Just totally detach from these things, and you will see how things will start change. Yeah, that is why I wanted you to put attention to this, that desire transmuted into this monetary equivalent. Just think about this. Desire transmuted in its monetary equivalent. Money is energy and desire is energy. So how big should be your desire? It should be equivalent, right?
Yeah.
To have big projects, so your desire should be big. It should
Yes.
be energy-like equivalent.
Yes.
And you cannot drop it. You cannot drop, because you drop, your deal will drop. You should
Yeah.
keep yourself high. Yes, and see this already fulfilled.
Yes. Yeah.
This is what
Absolutely.
you have to focus on, and
Yeah.
changing plans as it goes.
Yeah. I get it.
Okay, so let's continue. Planning the sale of services. How many minutes? Let's do another 10 minutes. Yeah. Planning the sale of services. The remainder of this chapter has been given over to a description of ways and means of marketing personal services. The information here conveyed will be of practical help to any person having any form of personal services to market, but it will be of priceless benefit to those who aspire to leadership in their chosen occupations. Intelligent planning is essential for success in any undertaking designed to accumulate riches. Here will be found detailed instructions to those who must begin the accumulation of riches by selling personal services. Yes, intelligent planning is essential for success in any undertaking designed to accumulate riches. It should be encouraging to know that practically all the great fortunes begin in the form of compensation for personal services or from the sale of ideas. What else except ideas and personal services would one not possess of property that have to give in return for riches? Broadly speaking, there are two types of people in the world. One type is known as leaders, and the other type as followers. Decide at the outset whether you intend to become a leader in your chosen calling or remain a follower. The difference in compensation is vast. The follower cannot reasonably expect the compensation to which a leader is entitled, although many followers make the mistake of expecting such pay. It is no disgrace to be a follower. On the other hand, it is no credit to remain a follower. Most great leaders began in the capacity of followers. They became great leaders because they were intelligent followers. With few exceptions, the man who cannot follow a leader intelligently cannot become an efficient leader. The man who can follow a leader most efficiently is usually the man who develops into leadership most rapidly. An intelligent follower has many advantages, among them the opportunity to acquire knowledge from his leader. Yes, good. So we are almost done, yeah, for our 1 hour. This is a big chapter. Yeah, this is a big chapter, and we may read it maybe one more time somewhere. Yeah, because it is a big chapter.
Yes.
Yes, so any questions, anything you want to share here about what we read?
Yeah, it's interesting about the difference between leaders and followers, and leaders have to be prepared to stand or fall by what they state and what they represent. So there's a much bigger risk in being a leader than there is in being a follower, and that's why the difference in compensation is because a leader has to put everything on the line in order to achieve whatever the desired goal is. So you can understand why that greater risk results in greater compensation.
Mhm. Yes, yes. And also the great follower, it is okay to be great follower, yeah, in the beginning, but it is not okay to
Yes,
stay all time because you will miss so much opportunities. So
yes,
it is good to be great follower, but later you can start taking responsibilities and lead other people, yes, and get more things under control.
yes, yes. So definitely, I agree with that because certainly in the business that I'm in, it's very difficult for people who start off and who don't have much experience to become leaders immediately. They don't have the knowledge and the ability to resolve problems. But after an amount of time, and it differs depending on the person, they may decide that they can take a leadership role, and they successfully do that.
Yes, yes, and all leaders also are very intelligent followers. So we always learn as there is no end of improvement. Yes, there are a limited number of frequencies. So there is
Mm.
always frequency down and frequency up, below and up. Yeah, so it is always you jump from one frequency to another. More you know, more aware you become, the more you understand. And there
Mm.
is always the next step. This is how personal development never stops. The more you study, more you grow, more you understand. And when you understand, you never want to get back,
Yeah.
right? You never, once you get that awareness, you never want to be back. And when you look back, you say, how I was that person, I don't recognize myself anymore. Yes, and this is how you want only to be again growing, growing. Yes, because you know that there is so much ahead which you have to learn and how you can see the world different.
Mm.
Okay, so DJ, would you like to share that we didn't hear anything from you today? Would you like to share what are your ideas about what we discussed? Just a couple of minutes left.
Yeah, yeah, actually, I understand everything you said, but I have one question towards the chapter that said about money. That people believe that without money you cannot make money. You understand? I
Mm-hmm.
think for me, for my own understanding, I used to believe that. I used to believe those words before, like without money you cannot make money. You understand? But I had it in this chapter now that without money, you can make money through a burning desire. You
Mm-hmm.
understand? So that makes sense to me.
Yes, yes, because burning desire, this is energy. And also, when you become a valuable person, when you provide services which bring people value, this is how you get compensated. Yes, another way. So it is not
Yeah.
just having desire and sitting on the sofa doing nothing. When you have desire, you will start getting idea what you can do, what services you can provide, how you can help. yes, that it will be compensated, and this is how money will come. Money will come always, it is equivalent to the value which you provide. So when you focus on the value, you don't need to think about money because it will be natural, yes, as compensation for good thing you do.
All right, but I have one question. I have this question to ask. What of if you have this burning desire and you keep planning, and you fail, and you keep thinking that money will come and money didn't come? How will you now achieve the goal that you are planning for?
Yes, you do the steps which we discuss in this book. This is why we study this book. Yes, and
Okay.
we see every week we have some home tasks, and you have do those home tasks because
Yeah,
this
yeah,
is
yeah.
all in sequence, starting from chapter 1, chapter 2, and this book has all the answers to these questions. But it is not about knowing. It doesn't make any difference if you just read and don't do. You have to do the work exactly as it is written in this book.
Okay.
Yes, and this is
Okay.
the sequence exactly how you have to do that. Yes, you manifest things in by using your mind, by using your feelings, and do exactly steps to impress new ideas into your subconscious mind through repetition. This is how we start every day with auto suggestion, right? We know
All
exactly,
right.
we have the goal written, and this is steps which should be accomplished every day because
Yeah, actually,
you have to believe not only in your conscious mind, you
okay.
have to become that person in your subconscious mind as well. You don't achieve the goal because there is difference and not alignment between conscious and subconscious. You are not that person yet. So you have to become that person. And you don't need any money to become that person. You can become your person feeling and thinking as that person. This is what it starts with, and then it will affect how you feel, how you act, and this is how your results will start changing.
Um,
Okay,
Thank
so
you for that.
before we wrap up this session, anything you want to share? Any questions?
Yes, Elena, no, just a comment. I do like the part where it says the person who can follow. So you've got to follow intelligently. And for those who do follow intelligently, can rapidly increase their value, can rapidly increase the position at work, if they desire.
Yes, yes, definitely, definitely. Yes, when we follow, we become those students who not only listen, yes, not only listen, we follow by listen first and then by implementing. And this is how we change, our results change. And this is how we can help other people who we want to lead. Yeah, because when we get results, this is how we can lead other people who don't have those results. So for them, we become leaders. So we always have leaders, we always have mentors, right? And we get results and we become leaders for those people who don't have them. So it is always like one up, like, and one down, always. Yes, more you learn, more you experience, more results you have, more you can help other people who are in the same place where you were 5 years ago or 10 years ago. Yes.
Mm. Yeah.
Alan, anything else?
No, I thought it was a very appropriate chapter for me just at the moment. So I'm glad that I managed to join. Sorry, I was late joining. I had another conflicting call. Anyway, it's all good, and I'll speak to you separately about some other issues. But thank you very much for today. Yeah.
Yeah, you are most welcome. So we will read this chapter this week. Today also I will share the weekly video. So from today it will be all that for the week you will be totally equipped. You have,
Yes, yes, great. And I'll catch up with that very
yes, you
soon. Yeah.
have the study club that gives you good energy. Yes,
Yes.
intention for the week. You will have also weekly video. You will have homework. So
Yeah.
just focus on doing things, read the book every day. Don't
Yes.
put
Yeah.
it till the last minute. Read every day, even 1 page, 2 page daily, but read
Yeah.
it and think about this highlight.
Yeah.
And during the day, even think how I can implement what I read.
Yes. Yes. I had a good
Yeah.
conversation with Paul on Friday, and we went through imagination, and that's my marked up chapter there. So I'll get the same chapter marked up for this week's content. Thank
Yes, and I will share this chapter in the group, so we will have the same. Yeah,
Mm.
that we will have this. We will be on the same page.
Good.
And
Good.
if you want, you can just print it and mark it.
Yes, I'll do that. Thank you.
Because there are some different editions. I think it is good if I share and we have the same.
Yeah. Great.
Yeah.
Thank you, Elena. Thanks, everyone. Cheers.
Okay, so I wish
Yeah,
you the
thank
best
you.
day today. Yeah, you are most welcome. See
Yeah,
you
thanks,
next
Alina.
Monday.
Thank you.
Bye.
Yeah, bye.
Bye.